service of Cherryville. Again, that's 704-435-2326.
Thinking about remodeling your home? Or maybe you're even thinking about building a new home, or maybe a new building out back. Either way, call on the building experts at B Squared Construction. Get your project started today. From decks to roofing to kitchen and bath to siding to gutters. Also window and door replacement. With over 40 years of combined experience, B Squared Construction. Call Brad Beatonhead at 704-201-4453 or Banjo Strap at 704-713-8296 to get your project started today. There is a national shortage of home standby generators. Now is the time to order your Generac home standby generator from Mr. Sparky and Wise Electric in Cherryville. Call now and get $500 off when you mention this ad.
Mr. Sparky, we're on time, you'll see. Mr. Sparky, all your repair is free. You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Oh, hit him.
But hit him. All right, so Bess is hit by the pitch right off the bat.
I guess that on base means any way possible.
I guess I should say off the leg instead of right off the bat.
Yes.
Yeah. So Bess is hit by a pitch. So the lead runner on, and that's going to bring up right fielder Josh Bean. So Bean coming up.
Now, Thomas will be kind of an annoyance to that pitcher because he will steal.
No doubt about it. Bess with the lead at first, Bear with the check, and the pitch to the plate, high outside, 1 ball with no strikes to Josh Bean. Thomas Bess, Josh Bean, and Brett Huff with Blake Mosteller all due up here.
Thomas has a pretty good lead off first base.
1-0 pitch is in there for a strike, evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Josh Bean. Bess with that lead. The left-hander Josh Bean. Pitcher Sparrow looked over there and Bess scampered back. Remember game 1, the Gastonia pitchers picked 3 runners off. There's a shot down the right field line, just foul.
Oh my, that was close, so close.
He ripped the rope down through there.
Yes, he did.
Bess would have possibly even scored from first base on that one, as fast as he is.
Guess you saw what Chipper Jones get thrown at home last night?
I missed that.
Oh, my.
Was there an argument they didn't see?
No, he was at second, and fly ball out to right field as a hit, and he thought he could make it home. And the center fielder just
missing 2-2 count now to Josh Bean.
okay.
Well, back in the day, he might have been safe.
Well, I tell you, it was a perfect throw. It might have been, but he was out, sort of. I wouldn't say embarrassing, but he was out a good bit.
He was
Nothing to fuss about.
I think the most embarrassing thing is to be picked off base. I think that would be you have to walk all the way across the field. Unless your team's at first base and you get picked off first.
I think it'd be most embarrassing to leave the plate and it not be the end of the bat. I think it's third strike and you start walking back.
Yep.
Call you back.
That's right. 2-2 pitch, high outside, full count now to Josh Bean. Red Huff on deck. No score on the Hauser Drug, Mr. Sparky scoreboard. We're in the bottom of the first inning, just get underway. Got to check our first pitch, around 7:45. So, pretty well on time tonight. Oh, we might have a rain delay, but no. There's a high pop-up right behind us here.
I think it's going to get out of play.
Yep. I'll send Leroy hustling. So 3 balls and 2 strike count to Josh Bean.
Nobody out here in the first inning, no score, Gastonia. Had a base runner with a hit.
On the mound, Mr. Sparrow. For Gastonia, Sawyer Sparrow. Here's a
Thomas takes off.
Now low ball 4.
4 on the pitch.
Well, Vince, 2 runners on.
No outs.
And second baseman Brett Huff coming up.
Okay.
So Brett Huff coming up with a possibility of driving a run here early.
scoreless at East Lincoln after an inning.
Cherryville, I'm sure, would like to have a big inning here and get off on the right foot tonight.
Well, I know that we were down, 2-0, you said, in about the middle of the sixth.
That's true.
So I think I'd like to get up on this team and
Swing and a miss, strike one to Huck. It's always to get that early lead.
yes.
You want to hit first or do you want to get hit first? Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's one in the center field. Center fielder there. Well, he's going back. That ball carried a little longer.
Yes, it
Best
did.
will tag from second. He'll move over to third. And there's one away. Good hustle out there in center by Bridges, Trevor Bridges. He came in, took a step in, and then to hustle back, that ball carried a whole lot further than I thought it was going to go as well. Looked like kind of hit off the handle in a way.
Well, he did that ballerina thing. We started turning around, and that's always a bad sign for the outfielder. But he was able to regain where the ball was and make the play.
Going to bring up Blake Mosteller, number 15. Runners on the corners, first and third. There's a shot in the center, and Bridges will make the catch. Best will tag from third. Runner will hold at first, and it's a 1-0 ball game.
We have our lead.
Sacrifice fly by Mosteller. Best scores from third. And it's a 1-0 game with 2 outs, and Brandon Alexander coming up. He's DHing tonight. If you listened last night, this is the kid that came in the first inning with 1 out, bases loaded, and 3 balls and no strike count on the hitter.
Okay. He did a tremendous finish the game.
Went 8 2/3 innings. You don't see that in your relief stats often. Here's a pitch, and that ball is going to get in there in left field. So Alexander, not only can he pitch, he can hit.
Now, I read the Gastonia Gazette today about the game, and he hadn't pitched this year, has he?
No. Well, he had pitched. Yeah, he had pitched. Yes,
Okay.
but not. He hadn't been like a regular,
Okay.
so to speak.
Well, Coach Reynolds touched the right buttons.
Sure did. So runners at first and second and 2 away.
Yeah.
And pitch inside, 1 ball and no strikes to Dylan Hastings coming up. 2 outs, 1-0 Cherryville leading here in the bottom of the first inning. Calvin Hastings, Vince Hebner, and Josh Collins on camera. Freddie Farley looks like he has arrived.
Okay.
Pitch outside, and the count 2-0 to Dylan Hastings. 1-0 Cherryville, bottom of the first inning. Sparrow working quick now. He can step off and look the runner back. 2 balls and no strikes. And the 2-0 pitch. High pop-up on the right side. Second baseman, the right fielder, says, I got it, and he makes the play. So, but Cherryville comes up with a run on 1 hit, 2 runners left on. We played 1 complete on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard. 1-0 Post 100 on the B2 Construction broadcast of Post 100 Baseball on WCSL and WhatsUpShopper.com.
Friends, let's stop spending our weekends driving back and forth from some home improvement warehouse. Let's make one trip to Ace, get help quickly from people who know their stuff, and do it all before our second cup of coffee. Get your weekend back.
Ace can help you quickly turn your to-do list into a to-done list.
To help out with your weekend projects, see Ferguson's Ace Hardware. Ferguson's Ace Hardware on Highway 150 East in Cherryville, helping you out with your weekend projects.
Ace, the helpful place.
Hi, I'm Sherry Hefner, the pastor's wife at the First Baptist Church of Cherryville. Proverbs 22:6 says, Teach your children the way they should go, and when they grow up, they will not depart from it. As a mother of 4 teens and young adult children, I can attest to the many challenges of Christian parenting in these modern times. That is why this scripture is such a comfort to me. I can rest assured knowing that regardless of the choices my children may make in life, they can never get away from the godly upbringing that my husband and I have provided for them. Are you laying a godly foundation for your children? This is Sherry Hefner of First Baptist Cherryville, where we strive to accomplish all things through Christ.
There we go. Now we're ready.
Here we are.
That's right. Leading things off for Gastonia here will be Logan Craig, the first baseman, left-hander against the right-handed throwing Seth Quigley for Cherryville. Strike 1 to Logan Craig. Logan Craig, Andrew Ray, and Matt Faulkner due up. Here's the 0-1 pitch, foul play, 0-2. Talk about our All-Stars right quick.
Okay.
Let's give these kids some credit here.
Well, Calvin, we have with us tonight the Cherryville Little League 7- and 8-year-old All-Star team. And you have Christian Hahn, number 3, Lawson Harkey, number 7, Samuel Duncan, number 5.
There's a ball, the count 1 and 2. Go ahead.
Bronson Bird, number 33, Aiden Marson, number 51, Ford Golden, number 1, Zane Brockman, 00, my number, Carson Kelly, number 13.
Right. Quickly a ground ball to first, flipped to the pitcher, covering, and 1 away.
Yeah, 3-1 put out there, folks. Landon Hand, number 10, and Gavin Cease, number 12. The coaches are Jason Kelly, David Hahn, Wes Golden, and David Duncan. Now, these young children, 7- and 8-year-olds, District 1 champions, are playing in the state tournament, which starts July 24th in Wilson, North Carolina. Any donations with the cost of going to the state tournament would be greatly appreciated.
There we go. And I think they're here and taking some donations at the gate, maybe.
Yes, sir. I'm going to make a donation just right here in a minute for these young players.
Help them out. All right, so 1 away, and the batter is Andrew Ray. You know, like Judy said a little while ago, that's our future.
Yes, it is.
Here's the 0-1 pitch, and the pitch low, even the count of 1-1. And Andrew Ray.
And of course, before the game, they lined up on the line with our players, and I'm sure every young child was thinking one day I'm going to be on this field playing post 100.
I hope that's exactly what they were thinking. I want to be like, right?
Yes, sir.
Fly ball to right field, and good place by Beam out there. Got kind of turned around, but made the catch.
He made a great adjustment out there in right field and brought it in.
That'll bring up Matt Faulkner. At the end of 1 inning, no score in the Shelby-Lincoln County game. We'll try to keep you updated here tonight. Kevin Hastings and Dan Greer doing the play-by-play and action over there tonight at East Lincoln High School. There's a pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1 to Matt Faulkner.
Now, Seth is on the mound for us tonight. Seth Whitley doing a great job, folks. He has command of his pitches.
Here's the next pitch.
Okay.
Fouled out of play.
I mean, he's right around the zone there, folks.
One of the All-Stars thought he was going to get hit. 0-0 there.
0-0, that's it, and he's ducking. Guarantee you.
No balls and 2 strikes to Matt Faulkner. And the 0-2 pitch. There's it. Strike 3. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. 1-0 Cherryville on the House of Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard on the B2 Square Construction broadcast of Cherryville Post 100 Baseball on WCSL and WhatsAppShopper.com.
Stamey Funeral Home, serving Cleveland and surrounding counties since 1900. Stamey Funeral Home is owned and operated by the Tysinger family, loving and caring licensed professionals. Our family is here for your family during one of the most difficult periods in life, planning, pre-planning, or pre-need counseling. We're here to listen, care, and help. That's what families are all about. Stamey Funeral Home, located in Fallston. Our family serving your family.
Car Store in Cherryville is your source for auto sales and service. Stop by to see the Jenkins boys for the best deals around on pre-owned vehicles. The Car Store now does inspections, oil changes, tire and wheel changes, along with brake service, paintless dent removal, and minor repairs. The Car Store in Cherryville is locally owned and operated for over 20 years on Lincoln and Highway 150 in Cherryville. Let us earn your business. If we don't have it, we will find it. Call today 704-435-1988.
Still my seat.
Okay, back at Fraley Field, we go to the bottom of the 2nd. Leading things off is Chandler Jenkins for Cherryville. First pitch is a strike. Next pitch, swing and a miss. And quickly, Jenkins in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. Jenkins, Stamey, and Kaiser due up here in the bottom of the 2nd for post 100. Sparrow on the mound. And the 0-2 pitch, swing, and a foul tip. Looks like he fouled that one off his foot.
I think he took that one off the lower shin or his foot, walk around a little bit. No, that has to hurt.
You're talking about Mike Minix the other night. Mike, back when he was here at the church. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Foul back. Mike likes to play golf, I believe.
Yes, he still does.
Does he?
Yes,
Okay.
sir. He's a big golfer.
He said, one of these days I want you to go with my preacher buddies and play. I said, I'd love to do that. I've never heard a preacher cuss. And here's the 0-2 pitch. And I'll never forget the statement. He said, we don't cuss, we quote scripture.
Is that what he said?
That's what he said.
Okay.
So we don't cuss, we just quote a lot of scripture.
Well, I'd have to say that. When I was dating his daughter, or my wife now,
There's a little fly ball in
I think it's going to drop.
left
No.
field, but
Left
yeah,
fielder.
good play out
Thank
there.
This was back in 1981. Somebody had given him a set of persimmon golf clubs, and that was the
okay.
big thing back then.
Sure was.
And we went to the Challenger 3 little golf course, and he wanted me to swing it, off the tee, and put a little rubber thing and hit it off of it. And I swung and broke it.
Broke it?
Broke it clean in half. He didn't say a bad word, but he just shook his head and said, "I've never seen anything like this."
All right, that's going to bring up Spencer Stamey. He hits a sky-high pop-up. We don't have rain. That'll bring it.
First pitch.
2 outs. So quickly Cherryville 2 up and 2 down, and Luke Kaiser, the catcher, coming up. Well, if that didn't make a preacher cuss, nothing.
Oh, yeah, I know he wanted to. He spit, though. I remember that, boy. I did not endear myself to him today.
Oh, boy.
Boy, it broke his heart.
I could imagine. Here's the first pitch to Kaiser, and that's a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. So 1 ball and no strikes to Luke Kaiser. 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the second. Cherryville out in front, 1-0. Next pitch foul back, evens the count of 1-1. 1-1 count now to Kaiser.
Now, Kaiser's pretty much your everyday catcher.
Yes.
He does a good job behind the plate.
We understand we got a scoreless game after 2 over at East Lincoln between Shelby and Lincoln County. Here's a 1-1 pitch popped up behind us. That might make the parking lot.
That's going to make a windshield right there.
Could do it. Could do it. I don't think it's mine. I didn't park that way. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Luke Kaiser. 1-2 pitch, just missing outside. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs.
Good pitch. That was ahead in the count, 1-2. Going to give him a show pitch and a little outside.
And the 2-2 pitch, fly ball, center field. Bridges didn't hardly have to move. Takes the catch, and that'll do it for Cherryville. 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. And Vince, we appreciate you sitting in a couple of minutes.
Thank you.
We go to the preacher, to the preacher's boy.
That's right. The
How about
capable
that?
hands of Josh.
That's right. Josh Collins coming in to sit in. Thanks for hanging out with us a while. All right, you're watching and listening to the B2 Construction Cherryville Post 100 broadcast on WCSL and WhatsAppShopper.com. At the end of 2 on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard, it's Cherryville 1 and Gastonia 9.
West End Sales in Vale is proud to welcome Ron Parker to their staff. Ron takes his time to invite his friends and former customers to come by and see him for all of your farm and lawn and garden equipment needs. And for a limited time, get a free loader with any Coyote Series tractor, excluding the DS Series. And get a free first-time oil change with the purchase of any new tractor. See Ron Parker today at West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vale. Where can you get the highest quality in electrical service at a price that you can afford? From Dellinger Electric of Cherryville. Gary Dellinger invites you to give them a call for a quote on your commercial or residential electrical needs. Call 704-435-0705. No matter the job, Dellinger Electric of Cherryville can handle it. They feature weekend and holiday service. So before you pay an extraordinary price for an ordinary electrical job, call on Dellinger Electric of Cherryville. 704-435-0705.
To Fraley Field, Calvin Hastings and now Josh Collins sitting in with us as we move to the top of the 3rd inning. For Gastonia, it'll be the 8, 9, and 1. Connor Anderson followed by Trevor Bridges and Garrett Lowry. How are everything over there on the top of the Henry Dome?
It was looking good.
Turn your mic on. It's a whole lot better. How did it look?
It was looking real good. I had a real good view up there.
There's a roller out to the mound, throw to first in time, and one away.
Just in time. Had a good view up there. The clouds have kind of broke up. Blue skies.
There we go.
beautiful day.
One out. Trevor Bridges coming up. You would not have thought that around 5 o'clock this afternoon.
No, not at all. It said I was in Lincoln where it was raining real hard. They said it rained real hard but real fast here in Cherryville.
First pitch, ball outside. 1 ball with no strikes to Trevor Bridges with Garrett Lowry, the shortstop, on deck. 1-0 Cherryville here in the top of the third inning. Calvin Hastings and Josh Collins. Here's a 1-0 pitch. There's a strike. Evens the count of 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bridges. Cherryville leading the series 2 games to none, trying to wrap it up tonight. Take a little break.
If we wrap it up here tonight, have a couple of games off.
That's
a couple
right.
days off.
2 or 3 days off, possibly. It's all according to what happens in that Burke County, Union County series. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Trevor Bridges. And a 1-2 pitch to Bridges. And he started to go for it, but didn't even count to 2-2. Started to chase it against Seth Weekly on the mound for Cherryville. These guys are behind the plate. Top of the order, Garrett Lowry, the shortstop, waiting on deck for Gastonia, post 23. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bridges. Weekly with the line in the 2-2 pitch. Inside corner for a strike. He got him.
Yes, sir. He knew it, too.
He said, I better go sit down, man. 2 outs, and that's going to bring us to the top of the order, Garrett Lowry. Lowry tonight 0 for 1. Grounded out to third, first time up. Looking for a hit against Mr. Weekly. First pitch to Lowry, swing and a miss, strike 1. Pretty good crowd tonight.
There is. It's
considering the weather threat earlier.
Yeah, it's really filling in now, too. The game's getting started underway. I'd say there's several hundred people out here.
Evens the count of 1-1. Again, you can watch the game on whatsupshopper.com tonight. We had a good computer count last night. A lot of folks tuned in last night. 2-1 count to Garrett Lowry. 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch out of play. Produces wild again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs.
We had Reverend Dr. Vince Hebner up there a little while ago. Those who don't know, he does a column every week in the What's Up Shopper.
He does. 2-2 pitch, a little low, 3-2.
Always some great stories and some good theology there. So a couple of weeks ago, he wrote a story about a man trying to drown a deer and then almost getting drowned by the deer.
I wouldn't try that. Don't recommend that. He went around, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down. At the end of 2.5 on the House of Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard, it's Cherryville 1 and Gastonia nothing. On the B-Square Construction Post 100 broadcast right here on WCSL and whatsupshopper.com.
Door replacement. With over 40 years of combined experience, B-Squared Construction. Call Brad Beatonhead at 704-201-4453 or Banjo Strap at 704-713-8296 to get your project started today.
Stamey Funeral Home, serving Cleveland and surrounding counties since 1900. Stamey Funeral Home is owned and operated by the Tysinger family, loving and caring licensed professionals. Our family is here for your family during one of the most difficult periods in life, planning, pre-planning, or pre-need counseling. We're here to listen, care, and help. That's what families are all about. Stamey Funeral Home, located in Boston. Our family serving your family.
Car Store in Cherryville is your source for auto sales and service. Stop by to see the Jenkins boys for the best deals around on pre-owned vehicles. The Car Store now does inspections, oil changes, tire and wheel changes, along with brake service, paintless dent removal, and minor repairs. The Car Store in Cherryville is locally owned and operated for over 20 years on Lincoln and Highway 150 in Cherryville. Let us earn your business. If we don't have it, we will find it. Call today, 704-435-1988.
West End Sales in Vale is proud to welcome Ron Parker to their staff. Ron takes his time to invite his friends and former customers to come by and see him for all of your farm and lawn and garden equipment needs. And for a limited time, get a free loader with any Coyote Series tractor, excluding the DS Series. And get a free first-time oil change with the purchase of any new tractor. See Ron Parker today at West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vale.
to Thomas Bass. So you got Freddie Farley out there on the Henry Dome now, huh?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I do that a lot.
So, yeah, Freddie's up there.
3-0 count.
Hit a long work day, so a little bit behind, but he's up there doing some great camera work like always for us.
He's sitting down on the job. 3 balls and no strikes to Bass. Bass, Beam, and Huff.
On base Bass.
Here's a 3-0 pitch. There's a strike, 3-1.
Just like last inning, or the first inning rather, his first at bat. He gets on base however he can. He took a ball to the shoulder, didn't he?
Yeah, he got hit first time up. Scored the first run. There's another high pop up. Second baseman, right field. It's going to be the right fielder saying, I got it, and 1 away. Jared Wallace out there making the play. 1 out, and that'll bring up Josh Bean.
Coach Woodbury does not want to see Bess on base because he is fast.
Once he gets on first, he winds up over at second for sure and over at third. So 1 away, and Bean coming up. Josh walked first time up, so no official on time of bat. Don't forget, at the end of the broadcast, we'll have the Medical Center Pharmacy player of the game. First pitch in there for a strike. Brought to you by Brian Kaiser, Frank Allen, and all the gang down at Medical Center Pharmacy. Be sure to go by and try their grill and orange age and lemonades. That'd be good this time of the year.
It's good any time of the year.
Yeah.
Especially on a hot day like it was today.
Brian's listening. He can go by the pharmacy and make us one and bring us one.
That'd be nice. How about that, guys?
Don't hold your breath now. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bean. Here's a 1-1 pitch up the middle. That's a base hit. So Josh Bean with a 1-out single.
Nicely hit right up the middle, like you said. Right back in the pitcher.
Look at where it came from. That'll bring up second baseman Brett Huff. Huff flew out to center field first time up. 1-0, bottom of the third. If you just tuned in, Cherryville out in front on the How's Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard. For those watching live on WhatsUpShopper.com and also on listening on the radio tonight, WCSL 1590 AM. There's a foul back, strike 1. Is it possible on WhatsUpShopper.com? We're also carrying the Lincoln County Shelby game that you can split screen and watch both at the same time or not?
You could.
You can?
I think you can. What you have to do would be to pull that stream up, then
0-1 pitch is inside 1-1.
And then go back to the WhatsUpShopper.com website and pull up the other game.
Started as okay. All right. Just curious.
I believe that
I'm learning these technical things here. There's a ground ball in the hole at third base. That's a base hit for Huff. And holding it sack will be Beam. So runners at first and second. Cherryville's got something cooking here in the third inning. So 1 out, first and second for Blake Mosteller, who drove in the first run with a sacrifice fly first time up.
Milton likes to call him the Blue Mist.
That's right, the Blue Mist.
So he was in a home run derby or some kind of home run contest, and said he hit a home run up in left field and hit the Blue Mist sign.
He did. That's the story, and Milton's sticking to it.
Yep.
Here's the first pitch. It's high, 1 ball and no strikes to the Blue Mist. 1 out, runners at first and second for Blake Mosteller. Here's the next pitch. That one hit in the left field. Left fielder's got a beat on it, and he'll come in and make the catch for 2 outs. Out there's Matt Faulkner making the play. So 2 outs, and that's going to bring up the DH, Brandon Alexander, who had a base hit first time up. Again, Alexander was a winning pitcher last night in relief of Blake Mosteller. Done a good job.
Yeah, I was wondering if he had pitched already in the series since he wasn't on the mound tonight. Blake, one of our starting rotation.
Yeah, Blake lasted 1/3 of an inning. Had a tough start last night. Here's the check and the pitch. Ground ball, third base side, foul. And that's a strike. Strike 1 to Brandon Alexander with Dylan Hastings waiting on deck.
Well, I heard one time watching the Braves game that the best pitch that a pitcher can have in his arsenal is amnesia.
Forget the last one, right?
Yep, just move on.
So no balls and 1 strike to Alexander. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High pop up. We've had 3 or 4 of those on the infield. Shortstop says, I got it, and makes the catch. No runs, couple of hits, 2 runners stranded on base for Cherryville, and at the end of 3, On the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard, Cherryville still out in front 1-0 on the Vito Construction broadcast of Post 100 Baseball right here on WCSL and WhatsAppShopper.com.
Where can you get the highest quality in electrical service at a price that you can afford? From Dellinger Electric of Cherryville. Gary Dellinger invites you to give them a call for a quote on your commercial or residential electrical needs. Call 704-435-0705. No matter the job, Dellinger Electric of Cherryville can handle it. They feature weekend and holiday service. So before you pay an extraordinary price for an ordinary electrical job, call on Dellinger Electric of Cherryville. 704-435-0705. There is a national shortage of home standby generators. Now is the time to order your Generac home standby generator from Mr. Sparky and Wise Electric in Cherryville. Call now and get $500 off when you mention this ad.
Mr. Sparky, we're on time, you'll see. Mr. Sparky, or your repair is free. You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Friends, let's stop spending our weekends driving back and forth from some home improvement warehouse. Let's make one trip to Ace, get help quickly from people who know their stuff, and do it all before our second cup of coffee. Get your weekend back.
Ace can help you
Off
quickly.
to Gastonia, the left-hander, Jared Wallace. Swing and a miss, strike one. The ball is one strike to Wallace. It'll be number 2, 3, and 4 due up for Gastonia. Wallace, Rouch, and Burleson. Next pitch is in there, 0-2. So Seth Weekly on the mound, doing a good job for Cherryville Post 100. Quickly out in front. The ball's and 2 strikes to Jared Wallace. And the 0-2 pitch, strike 3. Look at it, kind of almost down the middle there. So 1 out, that'll bring up the DH, Dale Roush, who had a single last time up. Matter of fact, he has the only hit of the game for Gastonia tonight.
Look at the flags up there. We got a little wind blowing up to right field, so maybe somebody gets a right-hander, a left-hander, get a little pull right there, might get a little help with a nice, cool, windy evening.
Here's a wind, and the pitch to Roush is in there for a strike. 4 straight strikes thrown by Weekly to start here in the 4th inning.
He is looking good.
And the 0-1 pitch, breaking pitch high, 1-2. Then Roush has the only hit of the night for Gastonia here in the top of the 4th inning. No runs, wasn't hit, no errors for the Post 23 team. Next pitch, foul. Just about got somebody down there.
Yeah, you got some feet moving down there for sure.
Sure did. The count now 1-2 is Dale Roush. Again, Cherryville trying to wrap this series up, take a few days off, and get ready for the winner of the Burke County Union County Series. There's a liner over third base coach foul. So the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. That'll start either Sunday or Monday night.
When I was over in the Henry Dome, I was talking about go ahead and getting that first hit out of the way. That way a pitcher can just move forward. Don't have to worry about that anymore.
1-2 pitch. It's missing. Even the count of 2-2. 2-2 to Dale Roush. Dylan Burleson, third baseman, waiting on deck. 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 4th inning. Next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike him out. 2 away. That'll bring up third baseman Dylan Burleson. So Burleson coming up. He grounded to third last time up. It's the 5th strikeout of the game so far for Seth Weekly. Burleson, first pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1 to Burleson. The ball is 1 strike. Now the umpire is going to walk out and give the pitcher the baseball, and looks like he's not sure what's saying something to him. Maybe some little chatter between the batter and the pitcher, evidently. Some little chatter going on, and Mr. Umpire said, "We're not going to have that tonight."
Knock it off.
Clifton Bennett behind the plate. Nip it in the bud. The ball's 1 strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fly ball right center. Bess on the run and catches up with it and makes the one-hand catch, Willie Mae style out there in center field. We played 3.5 on the Hauser Drug, Mr. Sparky scoreboard. Cherryville still out in front 1-0 in the B2 construction. Excuse me, the B Square construction broadcast. We'll get it right. B Square construction broadcast right here on WCSL and WhatsAppShopper.com.
Cherryville Self-Storage is your complete storage center. They have units from 5x5 up to 10x30. They also sell moving supplies such as locks, slip covers, ropes, and more. Cherryville Self-Storage is the first storage facility in Cherryville and is also the newest units in town. They're also the only storage facility in the surrounding area with climate-controlled units. All storage units have 24-hour access and have paved lots for your convenience. Units are also monitored by security cameras as well as treated monthly for pest control. For more information, call 704-435-4909.
College Building Supplies in Dallas can save you money on kitchen and bath cabinets, exterior siding, all-size lumber, treated and regular. 5E galvanized metal starts at $15.49 per sheet. Wooden storage buildings start at $1,099. 3-tab roofing shingles, $44.96 a square or $14.99 a bundle. College Building Supplies, across from Gaston College. Open Monday through Saturday. Call 704-922-8649.
Tonight here at Fraley Field, Game 3 in the best 3 of 5 game series. Cherryville out in front 1-0. Needing more runs, we've got Dylan Hastings, Chandler Jenkins, and Spencer Stamey. You up 6, 7, and 8. And the first pitch from Sparrow, ground ball to third baseman. He'll glove and throw to first, and one away, one pitch, one out as Dylan Burleson over there makes the play. So one away, and Chandler Jenkins coming up. We got you.
I started to talk, and I said I didn't hear myself.
Didn't hear yourself. So one out. That's one way to shut you up, right?
Exactly. My wife would love this option.
She'd love that button, yeah. She'd have a Josh button. On and off.
I just pop my husband down anytime I wanted to.
So Jenkins coming up. He flew out to left field first time up. 0-for-1 officially. Got some folks coming in, bringing the food in, hot dogs, popcorn. Come on out to the ballpark. There's some food tonight here from the concession stand. Ball 1 to Jenkins. You had a hot dog the other night.
Yeah, they actually had a Sundrop and Terry Sundrop slushy one the other night, too.
Sure do. Here's a 1-0 pitch outside, 2-0. I had Miss Donna Lavery. Fixed me one the other night.
I saw Miss Lavery a couple weeks ago in Lincoln. She was eating lunch with some other teachers.
2 balls and no strikes. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Now back to the screen to count 2-1.
I was in her class in the 8th or 9th grade. Some kind of science. I'm not sure what it was. I wasn't a very good science
In other words,
student.
you weren't paying much attention, right? You did not cut the frog up right. There's a high pop up to right field, and the right fielder there, that is Jared Wallace making the catch. So 2 up and 2 down. And that'll bring up Spencer Stamey.
Speaking of my wife, I want to say hello to her. I always like to say hello to her when watching the broadcast. That way she knows I'm actually at work, not just goofing off somewhere.
You are here. He is here tonight.
So hello, honey.
Now, does that happen a lot? The goof off part.
Yeah, well, you know.
Here's a pitch to Stamey down low. Stamey 0-for-1. He popped up the shortstop.
I always just like to say hello to her, just knows I am at work.
No, you're here. That's right.
That's right.
True. 1 ball and no strikes to Spencer Stamey. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Missing low, 2-0. 2 balls, no strike. Summertime fun in Cherryville. That means you're heading to the ballpark, right?
That's right, or the race.
Or the race.
She actually came to the race last week.
2-0 pitch, swing and a miss, 2-1. That's over the Cleveland County Fairgrounds Speedway. We'll have that for you tomorrow night.
Tell you folks, if you haven't been, you need to go. It is an amazing time.
Check it out. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball out to the shortstop. And long throw, and not going to get him. As the first baseman couldn't dig that one out. We're going to say an error, I believe. Throwing error. They're on the shortstop, Garrett Lowry. He's 6 on Lowry. That's a runner at first for the number 9 hitter, Luke Kaiser. He flew out to right field first time up 0-for-1.
Don't the hot lap start at the Cleveland County Fairgrounds at 6 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
Hot laps and qualifying. The race starts at 8 o'clock.
8
It
o'clock.
goes to about 11.
Somewhere at 10:30, 11 o'clock. Try to get out of there before 11. So you get on home and get some beauty sleep.
That's right. Now, it didn't help me at all, but
slept on the wrong side of the bed.
I guess so.
And there's a high fly to center field. Bridges out there in center says, I got it, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 run left on base. And at the end of 3.5 innings on the Hauser Drug Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, it is Cherryville 1, Gastonia 0. I said 3. I said 3.5. We have to play 4 complete. Let me get that corrected right quick. After 4, it's 1-0 Cherryville. On the B Squared construction broadcast of Cherryville Post 100 on WCSL and WhatsAppShopper.com.
Cherryville Federal Bank makes switching a snap. Every bank has a switch kit, but ours has a name and a face, a real person ready to walk you through all the details. Automatic drafts, direct deposit, tracking down numbers and details. Completing the process. We do everything we can to make switching a snap. So the sooner you get started, the better. Cherryville Federal Bank. It's just better here. Member FDIC.
For the grad or dear old dad, the Drugstore and Home Medical Equipment has unique gifts for both. Visit one of their convenient locations in Lincoln and Boger City and Vail and get free delivery within 3 miles of Lincoln and Boger City. And be sure to see them on Facebook. Unique gifts for the grad and dad at the Drugstore and Home Medical Equipment. Carolina Shopping Center, Boger City, Town and Country Shopping Center, Lincoln, and in the Honey Shopping Center, Highway 10 in Vail.
Cherryville out in front, 1-0. Leading things off for Gastonia will be Logan Craig, the first baseman. Quickly, no balls and 1 strike on Craig. The 0-1 pitch, in there for a strike, 0-2. Craig, Ray, and Faulkner due up here, number 5, 6, and 7. Craig grounded out to the first baseman the first time up. There's a little check swing foul, and the count 0-2 to Logan Craig. 1 balls, 2 strikes to Logan Craig. Again on the mound, doing a good job tonight for Cherryville is Seth Weekly. Here's the next pitch, swing and a miss, strike him out, 1 out.
Calvin, to go back to the fairgrounds on Friday night's race, folks, you missed if you weren't there last Friday, you missed a heck of an icon, Harry Ginn.
That's right.
The Skull Bandit was there, and I don't know if you knew it or not, Calvin. We actually dressed up like bandits when we met the Skull Bandit.
What did he say?
He loved it.
Did he?
Yeah, he absolutely loved it. I had my cowboy hat on, my red bandana.
Picture outside to Andrew Ray.
And I said, Mr. Skull Bandit, I wanted to meet you and have my picture taken with you as the Skull Bandit.
Swing and a miss, and the count 1-1. Andrew Ray.
He was very generous and gave us a nice long interview and was gracious enough to spend some time with us down there.
1-1 pitch. Inside, 2-1. Tomorrow night, the special guest will be the 1960 NASCAR champion, Rex White. Will be there tomorrow night, 1960 NASCAR champion. 2-1 pitch, fly ball, hit well in right field. Right fielder's going to not catch up with that one, and the ball rolls to the wall, and Andrew Ray will try to sack with a double. Josh Beam got on his horse but couldn't catch up with it, so a 1-out double by Ray, and that represents a tying run out there at second base.
It sure does. It sure does. Looking to have a little chat on the mound. Try to get things squared away up there, see if we can get these 2 outs without any damage done.
It's going to bring up the left fielder, Matt Faulkner, who struck out the first time up. I was saying Rex White will be there Friday night, the 1960 NASCAR champion. And he'll be signing autographs and posing for pictures.
He was at the fair last year, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Swing and a miss, strike 1 to Matt Faulkner.
I remember seeing him there.
And if you listen to WCSL in the morning between 7:30 and 8 o'clock, he's going to be calling. We're going to do a live interview with him tomorrow morning on the air between 7:30 and 8. The ball's 1 strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Inside. And the count 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Matt Faulkner. 1-0 Cherryville here in the Top of the 5th inning, Gastonia threatening. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to the third baseman, Dylan Hastings. Check the runner, throw to first, and there's 2 away. The play over at third by Dylan. 2 outs, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Connor Anderson. Anderson grounded out to the pitcher, first time up, 0 for 1. You got that tweeting thing down?
I think so.
Good deal.
I finally got it under control over here.
Official tweeter.
Yeah, it's all new to me as well.
Here's a pitch outside, 1 ball and no strikes to Connor Anderson. Last we heard, Shelby was leading Lincoln County 1-0. 2-0? 2-0. All right.
David, our official scorekeeper.
Here's the next pitch in there for a strike, and a count 1-1 to Connor Anderson. Kevin Hastings and Dan Greer bringing you that broadcast on WHS 1390 AM and also on WhatsUpShopper.com.
And Brandon Carpenter's over there as well.
Brandon Carpenter, he drove in from Michigan.
Yep.
To help with that game.
Yeah, he drove in from Michigan just to help. You had some people out of town, so we had to call people out of town to come in town to help out with the ball game.
Not only out of town, out of state, almost out of country.
Exactly.
2-1 count to Connor Anderson. Here's the stretch, the check, and the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. Cherryville line in front, 1-0 here on the top of the 5th inning.
I talked to Brandon just a little while ago. He said they actually got caught in that big storm in the Northeast coming down.
Did they? 2 balls, 2 strikes to Anderson. And the 2-2 pitch. Foul back. We'll do it again.
But they actually had to stay in a hotel with no power.
That's not any fun, I'm sure.
I said, how'd you pay for it? Because they took my number down. I hope I don't have any credit fraud going on
They
there.
have a $400 or $500 hotel bill.
Exactly.
Here's the next pitch. Pop up out of play.
I said, next thing you know, you might have some drapes bought from Australia or something crazy like that.
I tell you, Dustin Green is on.
Well. 2 balls and 1 strike to Connor Anderson, the second baseman for Gastonia. And the next pitch, ground ball right back to the box. Weekly has got a glove and flip to first for the putout. So we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, and no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. With Cherryville out in front, 1-0 on the House and Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard. And you're watching and listening to Post 100 Baseball, sponsored by B-Square Construction, WCSL, and WhatsUpShopper.com.
Today's game has been brought to you by R&M Motors, Tire and Auto Center and Pawn Shop of Cherryville. R&M does all types of major and minor repairs, including custom exhaust and inspections. Plus, they sell cars, trucks, and custom and stock golf carts, plus 4-wheelers, dirt bikes, and more. In the pawn shop, you'll find guns, gold and silver, and everything in between. And they buy and trade at R&M Motors, Tire and Auto Center and Pawn Shop, both located on the Dallas-Cherryville Highway. Buy one, get a second at half price at the Home Place Restaurant, Highway 27 west of Lincoln. Ask about their buy one, get one half price specials. On Mondays, it's a poor boy basket. Tuesdays, a cheeseburger basket. Wednesdays, a barbecue basket. Thursdays, a chicken filet basket. And on Fridays, it's a big old fish basket. Buy one, get one half price at the Home Place Restaurant, Highway 27, 2 miles west of Lincoln. And be sure to use their convenient drive-through window. Come out and see the summer clearance sales at Upchurch Garden Center. They are having weekly specials that include hanging baskets, bedding plants, tropical plants, and more. Fall is just around the corner, so be sure to get your mums and pansies. They also have a fall vegetable selection of cabbage, broccoli, onions, late tomatoes, and more.
Josh Collins, first pitch to Thomas Best leading off. Is a ball, 1 ball and no strikes to Best. Best, Beam, and Huff, 1-2-3 due up here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Cherryville out in front, 1-0, but needs some more insurance runs. Here's the next pitch, another fake bunt, and that's another ball, 2-0. I think the pitcher, Sparrow, wanted that pitch. 2-0 count to Thomas Bass. 0 for 1 officially. He was hit by a pitch first time up and scored the only run. There's a strike, 2 balls and 1 strike to Bass. Bass, Beam, and Huff.
A good way to
Well, now there we go.
a good way to get some of those insurance runs would be to get him on base right now.
Amen. Usually when he gets on, he comes around. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball hit to the shortstop. Can he make the play? Throw over. Oh, what a great play by the shortstop there, Garrett Lowry. Went behind the bag, done a 360, and threw out Thomas Best, maybe the fastest man in Area 4.
I'd be willing to bet that he is. So that was a heck of a play there.
Yes, it was.
Because he was hustling to first base.
Good play. That's going to bring up Josh Bean. Bean's been on base tonight twice. He's walked and singled. So he's 1 for 1 tonight. 1 out, nobody on for Bean with Huff on deck. And the pitch, ground ball back to the box. Sparrow, love it. Toss it over, and there's 2 up and 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
2 up, 2 down here in the Cherryville.
That'll bring up Brett Huff, the second baseman. Huff tonight 1 for 2. Flew out to center and had a base hit. One of Cherryville's 3 hits tonight. Brady Farley getting all the action on camera. Top of the Henry Dome.
That's right. That's probably the best seat in the house.
I'm sure.
Well, I'll say that when it's cool.
There you go.
It's the best seat in the house.
There's the ball. 1 ball and no strikes to Brett Huff. 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the next pitch. Just missing.
Now, sorry.
2-0.
I was going to say that when it's 100 degrees like it has been sometimes, it's a little warm over there.
There's a foul ball. Count 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike to Brett Huff. You need to get that?
Yeah,
go ahead.
Quick.
2 balls and 1 strike to Huff with 2 outs and nobody on here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Cherryville line in front 1-0. And the 2-1 pitch bounced it up there 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike to Brett Huff. Blake Mosteller waited on deck. The Blue Mist trying to break out.
4 complete innings in the book now.
3-1 count. 2 outs and nobody on, and the 3-1 pitch, high ball 4.
Well, we're having
Huff draws a walk. He's on the air for the. He's on the base for the 3rd time tonight. Excuse me, 2nd time. Flew out the center 1st time though.
Yeah.
So that's going to bring up Blake Mosteller. Mosteller 0 for 1. He had a sacrifice fly and flew out to left, so 0 for 1 officially is Mosteller.
I don't know. I'll double check it. It was online.
Mosteller.
Kevin switched over to it.
Trying to get something going on. Here's his check. And the pitch to Blake. That one hit hard. They're not going to catch up to this one, I don't think. Left fielder does. No, it's off his glove. Off his glove. Up or around second. They're going to send him to third, and they're going to send him to the plate. And it's 2-0 Cherryville here in the 5th inning. Wow. Out there in left field, that was Matt Faulkner. Went back. I thought he had it, and then off his glove, and Mosteller winds up at second base. And I believe, let's see how they score that. Did they make the official score? Okay, base hit, double all the way. And an RBI, so it's going to bring up the DH, Brandon Alexander. Alexander tonight 1 for 2, had a single and popped up to the shortstop. First pitch. There's a high fly ball left field. That fielder going back. That's Matt Faulkner. Camps under it, and that'll do it. But Cherryville picks up a run here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 run left on. Play 5 complete on the House of Drug. Mr. Sparky scoreboard. Cherryville leading now 2-0 on the B Square Construction broadcast of Cherryville Post 100 Baseball on WCSL and WhatsUpShopper.com.
Your to-do list into a to-done list.
To help out with your weekend projects, see Ferguson's Ace Hardware. Ferguson's Ace Hardware on Highway 150 East in Cherryville, helping you out with your weekend projects.
Ace, the helpful place.
Hi, I'm Sherry Hefner, the pastor's wife at the First Baptist Church of Cherryville. Proverbs 22:6 says, "Teach your children the way they should go, and when they grow up, they will not depart from it." As a mother of 4 teens and young adult children, I can attest to the many challenges of Christian parenting in these modern times. That is why this scripture is such a comfort to me. I can rest assured knowing that regardless of the choices my children may make in life, they can never get away from the godly upbringing that my husband and I have provided for them. Are you laying a godly foundation for your children? This is Sherry Hefner of First Baptist Cherryville, where we strive to accomplish all things through Christ.
Buy one, get a second at half price at the Home Place Restaurant, Highway 27 west of Lincoln. Ask about their buy one, get one half price specials. On Mondays, it's a poor boy basket. Tuesdays, a cheeseburger basket. Wednesdays, a barbecue basket. Thursdays, a chicken filet basket. And on Fridays, it's a big old fish basket. Buy one, get one half price at the Home Place Restaurant, Highway 27, 2 miles west of Lincoln. And be sure to use their convenient drive-through window.
Next pitch, foul ball, and the count 0-2 to Trevor Bridges. Cherryville leading the series 2 games to none, trying to wrap it up tonight and end the season for Post 23. Cherryville will get the winner of Burke and Union. They go around, peel down the first, and evidently not. Yeah, they did. Strike 3, Bridges is out. There's one away. One out for Bridges, and that's going to bring up Garrett Lowry, the shortstop. Garrett tonight's 0 for 2. He grounded to third and struck out. Quickly, top of the order here, Garrett Lowry. And the first pitch to Lowry, breaking pitch, in there for a strike one. The ball is a 1 strike to Garrett Lowry. Garrett Wallace, the right fielder, waits on deck. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball out third. Dylan Hastings will throw him out. 2 up and 2 down. So 2 outs, and that'll bring up the right fielder, Jared Wallace. Wallace tonight 0 for 2. Grounded out to the catcher.
Okay.
And struck out.
I'll
So he's
record
0
that
for 2 tonight. 2-0 Cherryville here in the top of the 6th inning. Josh Collins is with us. He's working on some technical problems. I don't think it's too bad of a problem. As long as we're on the air, we're okay. We're happy. First pitch outside, 1 ball and no strike to Jared Wallace. Again, you're listening to the game on WCSL 1590 AM. There's Swing and a Miss 101. And watching it, a lot of folks on WhatsAppShopper.com. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jared Wallace with Dale Roush, the DH, on deck. There's a pop-up third base side. Let's see who's going to call it. I believe the left fielder makes the catch, and that is Mostello retiring the side. So 3 up, 3 down. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard. And it's Cherryville out in front, 2-0 on the Big Square Construction broadcast of Post 100 Baseball on WCSL and WhatsAppShopper.com.
Come out and see the summer clearance sales at Upchurch Garden Center. They are having weekly specials that include hanging baskets, bedding plants, tropical plants, and more. Fall is just around the corner, so be sure to get your mums and pansies.